Hi YouTubers, today I just bought this USB-C to music adapter. Lets you play music while charging. This thing sounds like shit compared to a digital analog converter. This thing sounds like shit when I use it with my Birdnomics headphones. Now, I've done some research on Chinese websites because I was wondering, how do you play music while charging? How do you put the Android phone into OTG while charging? And the results were there's this chip called the LDR6028 and the LDR6023. You could use one of these chips to play music while charging. Just two MOSFETs and this chip are needed for playing music while charging. Now I wonder what design they chose to use in this. Now the way I know about the LDR chip is I researched Chinese OTG while charging how to build it. Because I know most of the phone charger chips are made in China, and I found the Chinese chip from Legendary. I'll have the information about what the chip is called in the description. And in another video, I will show you the LDR chip built on a breadboard. But today we're going to be doing a teardown of this crappy USB-C adapter. Now it does work, it did play music while charging, but it takes up to 3 hours to charge my phone, even if I plug in a fast charger. So I assume they used an LDR6028, because the 6023 supports fast charging. Another problem I had with this adapter is the sound quality is terrible compared to a digital analog converter. And the fact that it takes 3 hours to charge. Now I'm wondering what design they used inside this adapter. We're gonna take it apart now and see. I got this adapter from Five Below. So you see as you see here, I could seem to get that open. Now I can't take this apart without destroying it, unfortunately. Now the adapter did warm up a bit. Maybe if you played like 10 songs it could possibly get hot. But anyways, let's see if I could take it apart without destroying the inside circuit. Because I know there's obviously a circuit inside here. That piece of plastic comes off. And then we can push the board out. Very interesting design, as you see. I knew there were chips inside it, so very interesting design. As you could see, it has a USB-C port soldered. Interesting, the port they chose. A very crappy quality audio jack. It's not such a good audio jack. I have better audio jacks. And now let's try to zoom in on this board. Let's flip this over. So there's nothing on the bottom here. Now careful taking these apart. Make sure you wash your hands afterwards because these inside circuit boards do contain lead. CQ460C. Bunch of capacitors, an audio jack. .225 chip, 345. I will put the port numbers in. I will put the numbers in. I expected an LDR6028, but I guess this is what I found inside. DMDPG. Okay. Now, I also want to take apart the USB-C connector, see if there's any hidden technology in the connector. So, let's see how much it takes to cut this thing. Harder than I thought to cut. Might have to switch blades. This cuts rather easily, which is a little odd how easily. Careful not to cut yourself when you do this. Okay, there's a rubber grip thingy inside here. Does not look like there's any chips inside here. And honestly, it's just a piece of rubber they put inside here. Oh, I destroyed it, as you see. So you can see the CC, the DP, the DM, the voltage wires. There's no chips inside as far as I could see. Now, I'm curious to know how good the wire is that they used on this thingy. I need to get a pair of wire strippers. I want to know if the wire contains copper or not. Because they cut a lot of corners when they manufactured this, I can tell. Alright, I got a pair of wire strippers. Now we're going to know for sure whether you should trust this thing or not. Because if you're going to have a bad digital analog converter, at least have decent wire. But we will see. So these are the wires inside it. Not sure which wire is which, but who cares, honestly? I assume the red and the black are probably the voltage wires are the red and the black, and the data wires are other wires. For the sake of time, we're just going to strip... Oh, this is not a wire. This is actually, that's just, wire stuffing. Some of these are twisted. They use extremely thin wire with very high resistance. I assume this piece of bare copper metal is probably this piece of bare copper is probably the ground. I'd assume. Very thin, flimsy wire. Does not properly handle the current when charged. Very dodgy adapter, if you ask me. Honest to goodness, though, I might reuse this enclosure. This is a pretty nice enclosure, honestly. I may reuse the enclosure to build my own adapter, but honestly, this is a piece of crap. I'm gonna go pull up the part numbers and see if I can get a data sheet. If I find the data sheet, it'll be in the description. If I can't find the data sheet, it will not be in the description. So, you'll check the video description. I'm gonna end the video here. We'll see if I can find a data sheet for this chip over here.